The Case of the Defunct Adjunct, a Molly Barta mystery. The Molly Barta Mysteries, Book 0. Written by Frankie Bow. Narrated by Nicole Gose. Chapter 1. It was another beautiful Mahina morning. A pale mist veiled the lawn. Dewdrops glittered on the hibiscus hedges along the walkway. The tall palms by the library building swayed and bounced in the wind. I barely noticed any of it. I had 1 minute to make it to the old health building, way out on the edge of campus. I felt so harried and damp that I was tempted to skip class and go home. Unfortunately, as the professor, I didn't really have the option. A fat raindrop hit me in the eye as I reached the shelter of the language building. A cluster of students chanted their Mele Kahea, the sung request for permission to enter the classroom. As I hurried by, the Kumu opened the door to let the students file in one by one. Class was starting. I abandoned my dignity and broke into a sprint. My business communication students had dispersed themselves around the room like gas molecules, expanding to fill their allotted container. The only two who sat near each other were the twins. In the back row, as far as possible from everyone else, was Brett Lamson. As usual, Brett stared through me, focusing on something far beyond the walls of the classroom. From the first day of class, Brett had tripped my internal danger alarm. The student retention office had been unmoved by my concerns, reminding me that it was my job to honor each student's unique learning style. Apologies for being late. I placed my stack of papers on the desk and smoothed my skirt, trying not to let on how winded my 100-yard dash had left me. The air tasted sour and musty. I hoped I wasn't breathing in asbestos particles and black mold. No worries, Professor. The round young man in the front row pushed up the brim of his red baseball cap. We all human? Anyway, we can't leave until you're more than 15 minutes late. Well, I certainly hope I never keep you waiting for 15 minutes. I couldn't imagine getting to the point where I was as cavalier about deadlines and due dates as some of my senior colleagues. I felt bad enough about having ruined my perfect on-time record, even if it was only by 90 seconds. Professor Harrison's always late, the girl twin volunteered. Last semester, he kept forgetting we had class. Someone had to go get him from his office. Her brother nodded agreement. They looked like characters from a Japanese comic book with pale skin, big dark eyes, and spiky black hair. Well, I said quickly, let's get started. As instructive as it might have been to listen to my students dish my fellow faculty members, I had to nip this conversation in the bud. My class would happily spend the entire period complaining to me about their other professors, just to—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?